Man, this song that won. This song that won for me, man. I'll be ready to shed a tear when I listen to this whole song. Like, especially when I get to the end and it's like, you with you. I'm like, woo, RG, you snapped. RG, you snapped, man. That's how I feel when I listen to this one. It's like, man, I'm good at making music. So I get this from a sample pack. It's like a pack of 50 samples, you know? I hear this one, it's like, and it's like a Sunday drive. It's like something the old heads would two-step to, like, hey, something your uncle would two-step to at a barbecue or something. I don't know, man. It's like a old head sample. And so I was like, I gotta do something with this one. And this was kind of along the same lines as the One Davy one. Like, man, stuff was flowing when I made this beat. It was flowing, but the thing is, I didn't end up writing to this song until like 4 months later. And, you know, all that came to me at the time was the chorus. When I look up at the moon. Next thing, it just started flowing. So next thing was the trumpets and the flute. And so, you know, I just wanted to finish the phrase that I heard in my head. I panned the trumpet a little bit to the left, and I panned the flute a little bit to the right. After that, I did the bass. You know, if you listen to the sample closely, there's already a bass line, you know, in there, and I just followed the bass line, but I wanted it to sound a little bit more profound. So I put a bass from that I have, one of my own basses, and then I just put it in there, followed the bass line, you know, simple. And then the pianos, the electric pianos, they go on the same pattern as the trumpet, but I made one an octave below, and I made one an octave above. And so throughout the song, you can hear them switching out. Do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do-do. And then after that, I added a third electric piano that goes along the lines of Dreams Come True. It goes doom, 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 doom. And then I added the kick and the snare. Do-doom, doom, 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 do-doom, doom. So the shaker, the cymbal, and the hi-hat. So the shaker, I added the shaker next, it goes and then I added the hi-hat to the left, and then I added the cymbal to the right. And I wanted the cymbal and the hi-hat to be like a call and response, like they're counteracting each other, like and then the crash at the end of all that really like closes the phrase. And then it's all just like it just makes you want to two-step, like a bounce. Next, I heard a sample that I found in the drum kit was that drum fill, I paired that with some toms, so it goes doom, 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 doom. And so I panned the tom, so it starts off in the right, so it goes doom, 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 doom. And then it starts off in the right, and then it goes all the way through to the left ear, from left all the way to right. I just wanted to feel like the music was all around you. I was panning stuff to different ears so you would hear it like it's like you're immersed in it. For the intro, I reversed the trumpet sound so that I just consolidated the trumpet and then I reversed it so it would feel like, you know, a riser, like it's rising into it. I was watching the movie Cloud 9 at the time, Disney original movie. I was watching Neverland at the time, Disney original movie. I'm seeing the scenery, the lights in the sky, and, you know, I'm on a plane and I'm writing descriptive words on what I see, you know. I'm seeing we're above the clouds, you know, we're high in the sky, we're You know, the city lights look like pixie dust. Pixie dust. What does pixie dust rhyme with? Pixie dust. Trust. Faith, trust, pixie dust. What does, and so when I get a word, so I'll get a word like, so I'll tell y'all how I wrote the line, you know, shining so bright all through the night, the lights look like pixie dust. So here's how I go when I rhyme. So like, rhyming is the easy part when it comes to making lyrics. Rhyming is easy, you know. When I said the city lights look like pixie dust, what rhymes with pixie dust? Trust, us, bust, rust, gust. You know, you can find a word to rhyme with, but it's the words in between that are harder than, you know, rhyming is easy. You know, it's the words in between that you really got to put thought into. So faith, trust, pixie dust. Have a little faith in us. Faith, trust, pixie dust. That was Neverland. So that's how I wrote that. And that's kind of like how it goes on with writing. Like, I'll write words that rhyme with each other, and, you know, I'll fill in the words in between afterwards. But rhyming is the easy part. And now sometimes I'll go on like Google, I'll be like, words that rhyme with blank. Words that rhyme with this. I'll do that, and then it takes me a while to figure out the words in between. But rhyming is the easy part when it comes to lyrics. That's easy. I recorded the song, and it just didn't sound right. It didn't sound right. It sounded dark. It didn't have the color I was looking for. It didn't have that lively feeling I was looking for. And I recorded everything. I recorded it all. And so I was kind of frustrated, low-key, because it didn't sound the way I was looking for. It didn't sound the way it sounded in my head. It just didn't sound good. It sounded raw, and it sounded bad. I'm not gonna lie, it sounded bad. And so I took some time off of it, and then I started playing with the song a little bit. I played with the sample, and I pitched it up 3 semitones, which is 3 bars up. Like, if you're looking at a sheet music, it's like 3 spaces up. So bow, bow, bow. That's what semitones. So I moved up 3 semitones, and then it had that color I was looking for. You know, the sample just had that color I was looking for after that. So after that, I shifted everything up 3 semitones, and it just that's when it gave it that color. That's why I named it Dreams Come True Color. Because after I shifted it up 3 semitones, that's what gave it that color, that lively feeling. And so I had to re-record the whole song, which was very frustrating, but, you know, at the end, it was all worth it because it ended up sounding the way I wanted it to. And, you know, just don't be afraid to start over. Like, if things don't sound the way you want it to, if things don't look the way you want to, or like it sounds bad, even though you put all your effort into it, like, don't be afraid to just step away from it and, you know, reevaluate, reassess. Because that's exactly what I did. Just step away from it, reassess, and tweak things if you need to, and, you know, it'll come out just the way it's supposed to be. Just the way it's supposed to be. It'll always come out. It'll always turn out all right. That was how I made Dreams Come True, the creation. RG Productionz, baby. You did. Storms just passed by, we're stuck on cloud 9. I don't know where to take it. Airplanes they fly through the gray skies. I see a floating paradise.